Let's talk some high school football. It is week 8 of the season. I'm Fox 23 Sports Director Nathan Thompson, along with the Tulsa World's Barry Lewis. Coming down the home stretch of the season, we're going to go over your top 5 games this week. You can get it in the Tuesday edition of the Tulsa World, or you can read his column on okprepsextra.com. Game number 1, also the Fox 23 game of the week. This is a big-time one in Class 6A1, Union at Santa Fe.
Yes, no one would have predicted that this, before the season started, that this would be the game that could decide the district title, as Edmond Santa Fe went 1-9 last year. But lo and behold, that victory to open the season against Jenks just set the tone for Santa Fe. And here they are battling Union for the district lead this week. Santa Fe has an incredible running back, Demarius Robinson. One reason they were 1-9 last year was that he was hurt a lot of the time. So that will be a challenge for the Union defense. And then on offense for Union, who's going to be the quarterback? That's the question. Last week, Shaker Reisick was out with an injury. They're number 1 in the rankings, all-world performer. And freshman Cason Delgado came in and did a really good job. What a lot of pressure for a freshman coming in a high-profile situation like that. He did a good job managing the game. And Union was able to put 46 points on the board against Mustang. So how will he fare if he does indeed start this week? Because Shaker's status is officially undetermined. So how will Union fare for the first time on the road with a freshman quarterback? If that is the case, we will see Thursday night at Santa Fe.
All right, again, yeah, as you said, that's a Thursday night game. It's fall break for a lot of school districts, so make sure you check to see if your team's playing Thursday or Friday this week. Are going to have lots of high school football coverage for us Thursday night. Spencer Tilts is actually going to make the drive for a game of the week and go live from the Union at Edmond Santa Fe game Thursday night. Game number 2, this one's a Friday night game. Bixby at Westmore. Spartans are always a big-time favorite, but these two teams are actually tied for first in the district standings.
Yes, and again, who would have thought when the year started? I mean, Westmore has already clinched its best district record since 2017. They've won a lot of close games. It's a special season for them. But it'll really need to be a real special game for them to keep up with Bixby this week. Bixby is just such a juggernaut. They're outscoring opponents 343-0 in the first half this year. That's going to be tough for Westmore to overcome. But they've got a lot of confidence at Westmore, and it's going to be an interesting doubleheader over in Moore this because that'll be the nightcap. The first game is going to be Jenks at Southmore in the afternoon. So. If you like football, that's going to be the place to be Friday. 2 games.
There you go. That's always
fun.
One
trip, yeah.
That is always fun. All right, game number 3. This is also a battle of 2 teams that are 4-0 undefeated in district play. This one in District 5A4, Claremore at Bishop Kelley.
Yes, last year Kelley won a wild one with a big comeback over Claremore, 36-33. So you know Claremore's fired up to get revenge for that. I'm expecting a similar type of game. This year, the teams look so closely matched. Claremore 7-0, their best start since 1979. Bishop Kelley has won 5 in a row. They've already defeated 2 higher-ranked teams this year. So they're going to be going for the hat trick to see if they can knock off another high-ranked team in Claremore against Claremore on Friday night.
There we go. And then let's go back to Thursday now for your number 4 game. Bartlesville at Sand Springs, 2 teams fighting for playoff positioning here.
Yes, this will probably decide third place in their district. And, of course, the teams went into overtime last year. Bartlesville erased a big lead only to lose in the end to Sand Springs. So going into the season, I think everyone was pointing at this game as probably the potential game that would decide third place in the district after Muskogee and Stillwater finished 1-2. And so far it's played out like that. Bartlesville has to avoid a letdown after nearly coming up with a huge upset against Stillwater last week. They were leading Stillwater with 2 minutes to go, but then Stillwater drove the length of the field like championship teams do, and they are the defending champion, and Stillwater's getting better every week. So good news for Bartlesville was that their outstanding running back, P.J. Wallace, came back last week and had a big game. He's had a big season. And that'll be a challenge for the Sandites defense to stop him, just like it'll be a challenge for Bartlesville's defense to stop Sand Springs' outstanding 1-2 running back combination of Kenneth Page and Allie McCoy.
All right, let's go back to Friday now to round out your top 5 games. And again, this is another matchup of 2 teams tied for the district lead as we have Cassia Hall going to Bristow.
Yes, what a wild District 3A4 is. You've got 7 teams battling, really 6 teams battling for 4 playoff spots. So you've got some teams who right now are battling, think they can win the district. Well, they may miss the playoffs altogether. Each game, there's so much at stake. Everyone is so competitive. The top 4 teams in that district are 4-3 overall. So in the district race, these are 2 co-leaders. Bristow and Cache are tied with Holland Hall. Then you've got a 3-way tie at 2-2, 1 game back in the standings. So who knows what's going to happen? Bristow likes to keep games a little lower scoring than most. Cache Hall usually like to do that in the past, but not this year. They like to throw it around, and they're playing in some wild games. So which style of play will win out at Bristow on Friday night?
Yeah, we will find out Friday. Again, it's great talking high school football. We just went over the Tuesday edition of Barry's column there in the Tulsa World. You can also get it on okprepsextra.com. Just pick up a paper every day of the week. Got lots of games Thursday, got lots of games Friday. They have great game recaps and scores and pictures from the Tulsa World photography team, and also okprepsextra.com. Great place to go for high school football fans. For Fox 23, our game of the week on Thursday night is Union at Edmond Santa Fe. Spencer is making the drive there to go live Thursday night in Fox 23 News at 6 with a preview from the stadium, and then highlights will be live there at the stadium in Fox 23 News at 10. We'll have a lot more coverage on Friday night also, because still a lot of games on Friday night as we went through there. You can always get all of our highlights on the fox23.com sports page. Have a great week.